Hey guys, it's Adam Sullivan from the Adam Sullivan Music Theory blog. We're here with a redo on the first episode. For those who have been following the blog for a while, you kind of know I've been working on a series. The more recent followers have been realizing that I kind of stopped on it for some reasons. That mainly being schoolwork and all, but I'm finally going to start it back up again. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to revisit all of the videos that I had started to do on YouTube but kind of just stopped. I guess that would be the best way to put it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the series. I'm going to do videos for all the episodes now. And this is going to be the first video in that series. So going all the way back for over 13 months ago to the first episode, we got this. So let's go ahead and get started. Now originally I decided I wasn't going to start off with this topic, but I figured that some of y'all might not know anything about it. So let's start off with this. What exactly is sound? Sound, or what we hear to be sound, is actually nothing more than energy, and is shown, like with all energy, in waves. The waves that are shown here are considered compressional waves, just like the waves that you would see when you throw a rock into the water, or whenever you push a slinky and it kind of compresses in at one spot but stretches out in the other. Sound works in the same way. Along with this, sound can be altered by changing its length, height, and its shape. Changing the length will alter the pitch, which is what we'll go into next. The height changes the dynamic, or how loud it gets, and then the shape will alter the sound of it. And that's something that we will cover later on in the series as it progresses. The main point in all of this, though, is to remember that sound is energy. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay, so now that we've gone over what sound is, let's go over our next topic. So then, what exactly is music? Traditionally, music can be broken down into 5 main bullets. And with the combination of all 5 is when we actually create music. So music is pitch, rhythm, meter, timbre, and dynamics. So naturally, musicians use a combination of all 5 of these elements to create actual music, and it can be as simple as just a series of pitches being played, or it can be as complex as something to express whatever your true love is. Alrighty, now that we got the basics out of the way, let's go ahead and segue on over to the main topic of this video, pitch. Now, how would we define pitch? Pitch is the alteration of frequencies that determines the highness or lowness of that note. Wait, what? What? Whoa there, Mr. Eager Beaver. Slow it down. Let's take this a little more simply. How about we try this definition? Pitch can be defined as how high or low a note sounds. I think that would work. That makes a lot better sense to most people. Or at least to me it does. And by high and low, I mean by where it's located out on the staff. You know, whenever you go looking at a piano, if you go to the left, it gets really low. But when you go to the right, it gets really high. This is also pretty much determined by your instrument. Because, you know, violins are higher than cellos and violas and bass. Flutes tend to be higher than oboes, but not as high as a piccolo. And trumpets are higher than trombones and tubas. Of course, with a few exceptions, however. But, you know, in general, that's the way it usually works out. However, on a larger instrument with a broad range of notes, one has to be able to notate which note they're talking about. In most cases, people use numbers below the notes, as you will see in a second. However, there are more ways that have been used. The way that most people have heard this is using the term C4, or middle C. There's also notes, it goes all the way as low as A0, which is the A that is 4 below middle C, and it can go as high as C8. But it really varies between on what you're using, because every instrument has a specific range that they can go through. So now that we have this topic covered, let's segue on over to our last topic for this video, that is being the musical alphabet. So as you may already know, the musical alphabet is a series of 7 letters, A for G, and then the repetition of the 7th letter of A, in this case. That's the way most of the majority of scales work, is going from all the way up from A to the G, and then going on to the next letter, which is the octave above. So if we were going to use the reference from before, this would be going from A0 to A1. I also decided to notate it in blue just to make it a little more clear. However, the most important point of this is to realize that both of these A's are not the same. The one in blue is higher than the one that is in red. If you were to go, like I said before, if we went and referenced what was stated before, the A would be A0, B0, then we hit C1 all the way up to G1, and then A would be A1. So the blue A is considered 1 octave higher than the red A. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you're not already on the playlist, then go ahead and click on the link above to see the next episode. If you haven't already subscribed to the YouTube page, then go ahead and click the subscribe button above. And also, if you like this and want to see more, then feel free to go ahead and like us on Facebook. And as always, don't forget to follow the blog itself. Alright, again, thanks for watching, and then see you later. This has been Sulli signing out. Remember, fear of cellos.